In our delightful journey through the English language with the Word Power series by English Plus Podcast, we often come across words that not only enrich our vocabulary, but also add vibrancy to our everyday communication. Today, let's delve into one such word: gesticulate. This is your host, Danny, and this is English Plus Podcast. When we think of gesticulate, the immediate image that comes to mind is of someone communicating enthusiastically, their hands waving, their expressions animated. Derived from the Latin gesticulare, which means to mimic or to jest, gesticulate refers to the act of expressing something through movements, especially of the hands and arms. Imagine being at an international conference where people from different countries are conversing. Words might be different, but everyone seems to understand the universal language of gestures. When we are excited, our hands often wave around as we speak. When we are explaining something complex, our hand movements become more precise. We gesticulate, a dance of words and gestures that makes our communication more engaging and expressive. Take the story of Maria, a lively Italian grandma. She speaks as much with her hands as she does with her words. Whether she's narrating old family tales or teaching her grandchildren how to make pasta, her vivid gestures add a layer of warmth and expressiveness to her stories. Through Maria, we see how gesticulate isn't just about hand movements. It's about infusing our communication with emotion and authenticity. Or consider your favorite public speaker. Remember how their gestures enhance their speech, adding emphasis to their words, aiding in driving their points home? That's gesticulate at work, amplifying the impact of verbal communication. In the world of theater and performing arts, gesticulate takes center stage. Actors use a wide range of gestures to bring their characters to life, conveying emotions and nuances that words alone can't express. The silent movies of the early 20th century were an excellent example of this, where actors relied heavily on gesticulation to tell their stories. However, gesticulate isn't limited to grand stages or animated conversations. It's present in our everyday interactions. Think about the last time you were lost and asked a stranger for directions. Their hand movements, pointing you towards your destination, were as crucial as their words. That was gesticulate in action, aiding our understanding in the simplest of ways. The exploration of gesticulate in the Word Power series by English Plus Podcast encourages us to appreciate the beauty of nonverbal communication. It makes us aware of the symphony of gestures that accompany our words, making our interactions more lively and effective. As we conclude today's episode, let's remember to celebrate the art of gesticulate. Let's be more mindful of our gestures and their impact, recognizing how they enrich our communication. It's about understanding that when words and gestures come together, our conversations become a beautiful dance of gesticulate. Until we meet again to explore another word, let gesticulate inspire you. Let it remind you of the beauty of gestures, the subtlety of nonverbal communication, and the richness they bring to our everyday interactions. Each word, each expression we explore in the Word Power series is a journey through language and life. With Gesticulate, we've celebrated the delightful interplay of words and gestures. Here's to more such intriguing exploration with the English Plus Podcast Word Power series. Stay tuned.